Hi, Rajat. Rajat.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay, last class we discussed testing approaches, right?
Yes, sir.
Testing approaches. We'll see plenty of testings here. Okay, we'll see plenty of testings. Testing approaches. And levels of testing also. Levels of testing. Levels of testing, very, very important. Levels of testing. Here we have first one is review of analysis, unit testing, integration testing, system testing, acceptance testing, and maintenance. Okay. First, review of analysis.
Yes, sir.
Review of analysis. Already we discussed this. Okay. So, what are the document designed by the BA, business analyst, that has to reviewed by the testing team first. See what happens whenever a company starts the project. Testing.
Hello.
Okay. Hello.
Hello.
Am I audible?
Sir, आवाज कट रहा.
1 minute.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hello. Now.
Yes,
okay?
yes, sir.
Just
Yes,
I
sir.
on the fan. Might be the fan sound. Okay. Right, no problem. Okay. Analysis means collection of data. Okay. The phase is nothing but checking the correctness of the FSD, functional specification document. You may get the question how the BA will design a document. How knows testing team the document information? See, generally, whenever a project is initializing, in that case, BA, business analyst, project manager, test manager, and the business analyst, both all together sit with the client. All together sit with the client. Okay, that's why. So not only BA, remaining are also knows the what are the requirements for the client, durations, everything. Okay, they will discuss with client. Therefore, review of analysis, what are the document is whether okay satisfied with the client requirements are, that will be checking by the testing team here. Okay, got my point. Okay, analysis means simply collection of data. This page is nothing but checking the correctness of the FSD, functional specification document. If FSD is wrong, everything else going wrong. A review team or a team of experts will be verify the correctness of the FSD. Clear? See, not don't okay. Here don't use QA persons. QA means quality analyst. What you are going to do the job, that's quality. Your expert means test team leader. Okay, those people will check. Okay, yes. Second one, after developing the project, after designing the okay code, after designing the design and after writing the code, so we are going to deploy the project. Before deploying the project, we have to check the each and every model. Okay, see, this is done by the developer by using the white box testing process. Okay, during this process, verify the correctness of the coding. See, unit means component or a part. Okay, single unit. If we test, then that is called a unit testing. Okay, simple. We can call it as a module also. We can call it the part component. So like that, we have plenty of names for the unit testing. Integration testing. This is done by the developers. During this process, developers will combine all the components, means all the units together in order to build a system. Okay. See, observe here. X, Y, Z in order to make a connection between components, logical connection. The connection between components is nothing but an interface or logical interface. Initially, each component is tested for the functionality, then whole system is testing, okay, using integration testing. So this is up to this is completely okay done by the developers because developers know the coding. Now, see, testing team will come. Testing team don't know the coding part. Just they don't know. They know what are the requirements for the project, whether those requirements are fulfilled or not by the developers. Okay. Now see, system testing, system and acceptance tested. I explained. Okay. System testing. This is done by the testing team by using black box testing process. Okay. During this process, tester will verify the correctness of the system. This is not a single level testing process. It is multi-level testing process. System testing uses the following techniques. Okay. GUI testing. Okay. GUI testing. Functional testing. Performance testing. Security testing. First, GUI testing will see. In functional testing, we have plenty of testings again. Okay. Now see. GUI testing. GUI stand for the graphical user interface. Okay. So 1 minute. I'll open the exclusive functional testing document, easily understood. At system testing, in that GUI testing, now see, GUI testing. GUI stand for graphical user interface. Server is a collection of okay authorizations and data considered in a single data considered a single login page. Okay, observe here. This is already we discussed. Okay, here I explain an example to you. Login form. Observe this form. Okay, here whether the login design is perfect or not.
Not perfect.
Why? Because so client gives some requirements. So the button size is like this. The text box size is like this. Here observe here. This text box is different. This text box, but both are using the same purpose. So enter the data. That means now I have to test on this document. Okay. Okay. So first I have to check whether okay text box sizes are same or not. Button size is same or not. So what is the button color? What is the button font? Okay, this all comes under. Okay, Rita? Now simply, so I will rectify that error. You can understand clearly. Now observe here. This is completely design. Geo testing is completely on the design part. Okay. Now go to properties. First, I have to delete the multi-line here. Multi-line false. Automatically, the text box is same, just like you can check it whether the sizes are correct or not. Go to the properties. 100, 120. Now here also 120. Okay. If I increase the size here, automatically the size is 122. Okay. With the height is 21. Always we have to do the same. Okay. Now properties. Here also you'll get the same 122. Okay. Now buttons. Okay. Button size if I want to increase. Both will be the same size will come. Select and increases. Now see. So this is all comes under the GUI testing. Okay. Label alignment, label sizes, label color, text box, button. Okay. These all comes under the GUI testing. Now observe here. Okay. During this process, testers sees if an application is user friendly or not. It checks for the labels, buttons, text boxes, and proper alignments. Okay. Observe here. So now check here which type of requirements we are doing here. Non-functional, right? Rajat and Vishal.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Hmm.
sir.
Yes,
So
sir.
now second one is functional testing. During this process, tester will verify the okay functional requirements of user by using the following techniques. Again, we have plenty of testings here. Observe each and every testing. In interview point of view, you might be confusing here. Okay, here we have almost 11 to 12 testings are there. We'll explain one by one. First, functionality testing. See, functional testing. In the functional testing, first one is the functionality testing. Second, input domain testing. Third one, retesting. Fourth one, recovery testing. Compatibility, configuration, okay, inter-system testing or end-to-end testing, parallel testing, big bang testing, exploratory testing, sanitation testing, okay, regression testing, okay, these all are the testings we have. Right? Now, first two, functionality testing. During this process, tester will cover default features of an application like minimize, maximize. Okay. See, sometimes if you don't minimize, that is also an exception. That is completely functional exception. Okay. Scroll bars, close button. These all are comes under the functionality testing. Okay. Like minimization, maximization. Okay. And scroll bars, close button. These all. Okay. Next to input domain system. Input domain system. So whenever you want to log in a page, generally, so whenever you are creating a password, so whenever you are registering the page, what happens? It will ask you passwords. Password should be having some alphabets, okay, and at least one special character and numbers also, right? Correct or not? Okay. Input domain. Which type of which type of data you are supplying, you are inputting. Okay. Now during this testing process, a tester will verify the size, range, and type of the input data. Got my point? Size, range. So generally, whenever you are signing up, what will happen? It will asking you, okay, minimum of 8 characters. Okay. Correct or not, Rajat and
Yes,
Vishal?
sir.
Same thing
Yes,
here.
sir.
Input domain testing is simple. Okay. So for example, in case of login screen, username and password. The username will be valid only if the type of values enter are characters and range of the data is 5 to 10. Okay. Like that. Are entering only digits. Are entering alphanumeric. These all are comes under the input domain testing only. Clear? Understand? Let's do.
Yes.
Observe here. For example, testing with a valid data is positive testing. Testing with a okay invalid data is a negative testing. Positive testing and negative testing. Now see, retesting, verifying the functionality of an application with different input values is called retesting. See, for example, Rajat and Vishal. So I have an username password. So I want to check an application with different username password. For example, Suresh 123, Suresh @123. So these all are comes under. Okay. Now see, how many ways it will happen sexually. Okay. So valid username I can check and with valid password also. Username I do the invalid, password is valid. Valid username and invalid password. Okay, empty username and empty password. These are the basic and main possibility of testing. Okay, retesting. You got my point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, testing with different data. Testing with different data is called retesting. Okay, testing with different data. Valid username and valid password. Invalid username and valid password. Valid username and invalid password. Empty username and empty password, and so on. Okay, this is about okay. Right. Next, recovery testing. Recovery testing. For example, so suddenly your system is got switched off. Okay. Whenever you reopened, like if you open Chrome or Mozilla Firefox, what happens? So it will ask you recover the data, right? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
If you recover whatever the okay older tabs you opened before shutdown, those alarm will come. Right? Okay, so this is called recovery testing. Okay, see now observe here, during this testing process, tester will verify how well an application has recovered from abnormal state to the normal state. Usually applications are executed under the normal states. A system goes from normal to the abnormal state due to power failure, system failure, mishandling. These three things may happen. In that case, whether your data is recovered or not, that will be testing by the recovery testing. Next, a tester sees if an recovered data is okay as it is without loss from the abnormal up to normal without any damage. Clear? For example, sometimes power suddenly gone. Okay, I did not save anything in my system. What will happen, sir? Again, if I start every page, every Windows, MS Office, MS Word, Excel pages ask you recover the data. Okay, if you don't recover, what happens? Whatever the data you supplied, everything will go. Again, we have to start. Okay, now that's why recovery testing is very very important. As of now, what we discuss? Functionality testing, input domain testing, okay, retesting and recovery testing. Next, fifth one, observe here. Compatibility issue. For example, you develop an application on the Windows operating system, but that has to run in the Linux operating system. Is it possible or not? It's difficult, right? Correct or not? If you develop
Correct.
if you develop an application in the Windows operating system, I want to run same application on the Linux is not possible. But okay, how it is possible? How we can run that project? Okay, so actually we have some keywords. Actually, we have to apply the keywords in the coding to run that. Okay, now see, observe it. Running an application on a user requirement platform is called compatibility. Okay, compatibility means support. Here checking for environment like OS, compiler, RAM, ROM, motherboard. Okay, observe here. So how many? OS, not only OS, compiler, RAM, ROM, motherboard is also very very important. See, Windows, if you develop an application Windows, okay, so that will be compatible 94%. If you develop an application XP, 96%. If you develop an application Linux, 98%. For example, my application is not supporting for the Linux operating system, but I have in the Windows operating system. Now what I have to do? On the Linux, if you have in your system, you have Linux operating system. Then immediately what will do? Okay, okay. Then immediately what will do? Okay, so we have to install one more operating system in the current operating system. In that case, what we have to? Simply we have to go for the configuration. Configuration. Whether it is configure or not, also we have to check. Okay, right? Now see. Configuration testing. Running an application on the different platform is called configuration testing. For example, an application in the Linux, but my system having the operating system is called okay Windows operating Windows 10. Then what I have to? Can you mute please? Big noise is coming background, sir. Hello, Rajan.
Yes, sir.
Can you please mute because background noise more coming actually. Mute. Whenever you want question, you can ask me. Rajasthan Vishal. Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
Rajat,
sir.
please unmute. Too much noise is coming. Background noise. Please mute. Yes. Vishal, please mute.
Yes, sir.
Please mute. Okay, when you have question, you can ask me. But because a lot of noise is coming, background noise. Okay,
Okay, sir.
right. Okay. Now see. Configuration
Sir, fifth,
testing.
sir,
Yes, tell me, Vishal.
fifth point, sir, repeat, sir.
Okay, right. I will repeat, no problem. Okay, right. Just to I'll mute your okay. So you can ask the question when you want. Okay, after right. I will explain again. No problem. You know, so compatibility testing, Vishal. Compatibility means simply, for example, Vishal, my operating system is okay, Windows operating system. I develop a project login form in the Windows. Now I want to run the same form on the Linux operating system. That's not possible, right?
Yes,
Correct
sir.
or not? So compatibility means simply okay whether the application support to the which operating system. See, I want to run on the Linux. Okay, it's whether it is compatible or not. That will be checking by the okay
Okay.
compatibility testing. For example, one more point. So Visual Studio is there. This Visual Studio, this Visual Studio doesn't support Linux operating system. For example, you have a system, in the system you have only Linux. Immediately what we have to do, we have to configure that actually. See, generally it will not execute, right? Generally it will not execute, okay? Generally it will not execute. Now what I have to? I have to go for the configuration. Configuration, okay? Now configuration means see, simply means what it means. Okay, configuration means simply okay configure. For example, I have a Linux operating system. Okay, what I will do, on the Linux I will install Windows operating system through VMware. Okay, VMware we use in the VMware we use the Windows operating system. So Linux will not go, remains there only in the Linux. I want to do the Windows operating system. So how many days I want, I can use that one. Okay. If I don't want, simply I remove the VMware software. Automatically, Windows also will come. Got my point? Yes. So same thing. If I have Windows operating system, simply will do the VMware. In the VMware are okay. So Dropbox, one more thing is there. So in that we have to install the Windows operating system. You understand my point,
Yes, sir.
Vishal? So
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
see compatibility and configuration. Because of compatibility is not compatible, then we go for the configuration. Okay, configure or not, that also we have to check. See, observe here now. Running an application on the different platforms is called configuration testing. Initially, we check an application on the user requirement platform, Windows, okay, for example, Windows 2010. Okay, now, when we also check it, Windows environment, Linux environment, okay, and Unix environment also, you can now see. Simply what we'll do, we'll check whether Windows, Linux how much compatibility, Windows, okay, Mac how much compatibility, Windows, Unix how much compatibility, Windows also. Sometimes I have Windows 7, but it will not run on the Windows 7. It will run on the okay Windows 10. I don't want to disturb my old OS. Simply what I have to, I have to the VMware. In the VMware, I have to drop the okay Windows 10. Got my point? Okay. If compatible, okay. If not compatible, we have to do the configuration. Whether the configuration is possible or not, we'll check by the configuration testing. Clear? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Right. So these are the configuration and compatible testing. Next, inter-system testing. So very important friend. For example, generally how we are eating actually. Generally we eat rice or roti first. Okay, roti with the curry rice first. Curry, correct or not? Then after the curry, we'll go with any sambar like that or anything. After we go with the so curd, correct or not? Vishal and
Yes, sir.
directly I don't use curd, right?
Yes, sir.
Directly I don't use I don't use in roti curd directly. So roti with curry or rice with curry first we'll do. If I want one more curry, I can use a sambar like that. Then finally we'll go with curd. That means this is the process actually. So you may tell you, okay. So no sir, I will do directly curry with rice with roti with curd. So that is also possible, but so that is not a normal process, right? Normal process like that here also. For example, I have module 1, module 1, module 2, module 2, module 1, module 2, module 1, module 2, module 3, and so on. We have plenty of modules here. Okay, now observe here. So first what we have to do? Directly I want to do the module 3. So it is not at all correct way to test an application. Okay, you don't know whether the login page is correct or not. You don't know whether the registration page is correct or not. You are directly trying to check directly trying to test an application on reports directly. So how it is possible? So it's not correct way, right? We have to go to the proper way. First we have to test the module 1. Okay. Second we have to test the module 2. Okay. Then only we have to test the module 3. Then only you can understand module 2 clearly. Got my point, Vishal? Rajat? Yes. Rajat and Vishal, clear? So that means simply observe here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
During this testing process, tester check for the coexistence of all dependencies. Let us assume with the system 3 modules M1, M2, M3. When M1 is first developed, the developer has to perform the unit testing to check the correctness of the code. Okay. Now a new module M2 is developed. Got my point? First we have to check for the M1, then only I go for the M2. Clear? Next, very important testing here, parallel testing. For example, Vishal, somebody developed an application. So that application is a login application. So whenever you are checking with login pages, most preferable comparison is a Gmail. First, what we have to do? We have to check with Gmail. Okay. First, I am opening the Gmail application, Gmail login. Okay. Gmail login. So I'm comparing with my application also. Okay. Now I'm comparing with my application. See, I'm opening the my application here. So always I compare with the Gmail application. Because Gmail is the most successful application. Okay. So these type of testings is called parallel testing. Okay. Now see, I put beside side by side. Now I am checking here. Okay, use another account. So our application is okay. So like email I am entering here also I am entering the username or email. Okay. Now after next, but here directly I give. Here I have to give the Suresh PV4. Okay. Next, but our application is directly you can give the Suresh something. Okay. Otherwise username here, right? Only the static username password. This is username. Okay. Next password you have to enter. Password something. Okay.
Admin.
Right. Password here. Here the password is admin. Okay. Correct or not? So login success. Here login success. Here we are putting the new page. Okay. So I am checking with the Gmail parallelly. So this is called parallel testing. Testing with the another application. Okay. Then that is called parallel. During this testing process, we'll compare functionality of a new application with the functionality of the existing, okay, already in the use to know the strength and weakness of the current application. You got my point? Yes. Assume that we are developing the mailing applications and we compare with the features of the Reddit mail or Yahoo mail or Gmail already in use to check the strength and weakness of the application. Clear? New app and existing app, XYZ Gmail features compare, okay, and we'll find out the efficiency whether we are giving, okay, more than that features or at least we are giving the equal features. Then only our application will work out, right? Otherwise, the application will not work out. Correct or not? Vishal.
Yes, sir.
Rajat. Rajat, are you following? Rajat. Rajat. Hello, Rajat. Hello. Rajat.
Yes, sir. No.
I think he is not. He's in mute, but might be my voice is not audible for him. Rajat, I am audible. Hello, Rajat. Okay, right. So next, big bang testing or single level testing. Generally, it is rarely we are using Vishal and Rajat. Generally, sometimes movie people are telling, okay, what they will tell, they don't have enough time to complete the schedules. So generally, they will fix the schedules like one schedule, second schedule, third, fourth schedule, like that. Sometimes they what they will do, they don't have enough time. Like now, Corona time is there. Then when they started, what happens? So single level, they'll finish the movie. They want to finish the movie in the single level. Okay. So might be problems will arise whenever you go for the single level. You don't get some that much of quality also. Even though they try to do because of okay, they have another commitment. So heroes and heroines, they want to finish the as per the single schedule. Okay. So in that case, what we'll do? Okay, within the start date and end date will fix, and start date will start, end date will end the complete schedule. That testing is called big bang testing or a single level testing. Big bang testing or a single level testing. Observe here. Testing the whole functionality of application at single level is called big bang testing. When the application functionality is easy to understand, when the project is small and okay, fully developed, when we can go for the big bang or a single level testing. But mostly only level testing is done in the companies because no company, okay, no company have hurry to hand over the application to the okay client, because whenever we hand over the application to the client, we have, if at all any errors will be there is more compatible, more problem, and credibility also will go, and one or two members has to work in the client company. So these all problems will come. That's why. So rarely big bang testing will use. Big bang testing will use rarely. Now which testing will use more? Now this is the main testing. Okay. Okay. Exploratory testing are a level by level testing. Exploratory are a level by level testing. Observe here. Testing the functionality of application at different levels is called okay. So level by level testing. We go for the level by level testing when the project is large and consistent of the many models. Okay, consist of many models. Observe here. This is the level by level testing. Observe here. Level 1 to 200 15 days. Level 2 10 days. Level 3 5 days. Okay, level 3 5 days. For example, Okay, for example, I have more levels, more days we apply. Okay, now see, this is called level by level testing, and then after level by level testing, we'll go for the sanitation testing. What is sanitation? Testing the functionality of next level features from the current level is called sanitation. Next level of the application features done in the current level is called sanitation testing. You got my point. Testing the functionality of next level feature from the current level. For example, so level 1 I have 200 okay requirements I am testing. Generally scheduled 15 days, but you complete in the 10 days. Where 5 days is okay, 5 days is left. Our next level to 10 days. Okay, 10 days already 5 days is there. Okay, so within the 5 days they completed. That means in the level 2 10 days is paid. Level 3 okay 5 days they gave, already 10 days I have, total 15 days I will complete the 3 days, still I have 13 days to check the project to quality again and again. You got my point, Vishal and Rajat?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that means next level of testing will done in the same level when we have okay, so number of days in the first level is okay, first level is
Okay.
okay, completed okay, before the scheduled date. Okay, next, so last one in this functionality, and this is the main one. Okay, this is the main one. Now observe here, regression testing. Regression testing. So retesting is different from regression testing. Don't confuse and retesting and regression testing. Okay, now see, regression testing, re-execution of the testing processes. That means once application testing is done, again we'll do all the modules again. Okay, then that is called regression testing. Testing will done again and again and again for the complete project is called okay, regression. Testing will done for the okay, single occurrence of element. That means single property again and again is called retesting. So we are giving input, different input data is called input. Okay, retesting. Whereas testing will do again and again. That means once I completed my testing, again I will do the complete testing. That's called regression testing. This is the main testing. See, observe here. Now, for example, reasons to perform the regression testing. To verify whether the all reported defects are resolved properly. To identify okay, impacted area was with the changes. The developer develop a new build and send it to the testers. If the functionality is okay and defects free, then the new build or application of the project will be sent to the user, release it to the users. Otherwise, if it's okay, it's sent to the user. Otherwise, the project okay again sent to the testing team. So testing will done again and again. Now see, developers develop, defects not okay, new build, functionality okay, new users. If not, again go to the again testing. Testers will test application. So it will be okay. Now again developers modify build. If it is okay, go to the users. If not, regression testing. Okay, the developers then check for the errors, correctness of them, and send that to the modified build to the testers, the testing team. Okay, okay, modified build is okay, defective, then it releases to the user. Otherwise, send back to the developers again. The process, okay, the process continues till the product is completely okay. You understand my point? Okay, what is regression testing? Clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Very important topic this is. Okay, so these are the functional
Okay.
testings. These are the functional testings. In system testing, GUI, functional performance and security. In that so I completed GUI testing, and then okay, next functionality testing. Okay, functional testing, in that first one is functionality. Okay, functionality you understand, I think, right? Input domain, retesting, recovery, compatibility, configuration, inter-system or end-to-end testing, parallel testing, big bang testing, exploratory testing, sanitation testing, regression testing. So again I'm explaining here. You may confusing. Okay, that's why you have to okay properly understand this, right? Vishal and
Yes,
Rajan.
sir.
So here I'll close the session because you might be confused if I go for the next level of testings. Okay, next we have some more testings that we will discuss tomorrow. Okay, right?
Okay, sir. Okay,
Vishal,
sir.
Rajat. Okay.
Okay.
So tomorrow we'll go. Tomorrow we'll go with the morning 9 o'clock. No problem. Okay. Morning 9 to 10. Okay. Right? Okay. Right. Done.